Located between the border of Spain and France is the Pyrenees mountain range. The people that occupy this isolated region are known as the Basque, and they have long confounded anthropologists and historians. The language spoken by the enclave is not related to any other in that part of the world. And the population also has the highest concentration of Rh-negative blood type in the world.
Up to 35% of Basque people have Rh-negative blood. And Rh-negative blood is one of the most unusual blood types. And it's the one blood type that is least likely to mutate or interact with other blood types.
Human blood types are grouped into 4 distinct designations that include O, A, B, and AB. Additionally, there is another variance between blood types known as the Rh factor, or rhesus factor, which is a measure of rhesus-based antigens in the blood.
The name comes from a monkey from India and other parts of Asia, which is the rhesus macaque. And this monkey was used in experiments looking at blood transfusions. How blood was received from recipients varied. And it was discovered that the rhesus factor could be positive or negative. Most humans in the world are rhesus positive.
%85 of humans in the world are Rh positive and have no issues receiving blood from positive or negative donors. But for the Rh negative population, receiving Rh positive blood may be fatal, as the body will try to destroy the foreign antigens. And for women that are Rh negative, mating with an Rh positive partner could be detrimental to the fetus.
If a rhesus positive and a rhesus negative parents were to have an offspring, there is a potential danger to the offspring because these 2 blood types can't interbreed, basically. Medical intervention is needed. It's why, actually, in the past, people had to have a blood test before they were allowed to get married.
The very fact that an Rh negative mother, her body would actually try to kill an Rh positive baby generates bizarre scenarios. How on earth could this happen? It suggests somewhere in our lineage that the Rh negatives and the Rh positives are perceived as being profoundly different. And also, studies of Rh negatives suggest that they have lower than normal blood pressure, lower than normal pulse. In a number of cases, they have an extra vertebra in their back.
Rh negative is very rare. Most of the world didn't have it until colonization started in the 15th century. Rh negative didn't exist in the Americas, it didn't exist in Southern Africa, it didn't exist in Asia. It was only in Europe, so it spread out from there. Out of Africa, that theory has it that all human beings originated in Africa, Southern Africa, Sub-Sahara. They're all Rh positive. They don't have any Rh negative. Where did Rh negative evolve then?
15% of the humans have Rh negative blood. 15%. And scientists have no idea where it came from. What they do believe is that if you have that, you may have been evolved from a different kind of species on this planet. Now, was that species put here, genetically altered, or was it just a natural formation of the planet in its evolutionary stage? Who knows? But the fact is that Rh negative people, and again, there's 15% of them on this planet, may have come from outside sources.
Could the Rh negative blood type offer evidence of a vastly different pre-human evolution than what we are led to believe in our history books? Might it offer indisputable proof of extraterrestrial intervention in the remote past?
Those from the Basque are also the only people of Western Europe who continue to speak an indigenous Indo-European language, an isolated tongue not spoken anywhere else in Europe. But this language is not just isolated, it's completely unrelated to other European languages. Were the Nephilim of biblical lore responsible for Rh-negative blood types? In the Book of Enoch, the Nephilim, also known as the Watchers, descend from the heavens and mate with humans, creating a human-angel hybrid. This group of angels and their offspring were wiped out in the great biblical deluge, though some were said to have survived, leaving the Rh-negative blood distinction. Another otherworldly theory is that the Anunnaki, the extraterrestrial race that helped establish ancient Mesopotamian civilizations, engineered or crossbred with humans, and that some part of this process created the Rh-negative blood type. Studies found that people with Rh-negative blood have distinct physical features paired with a predilection for psychic phenomena. Some of those features are higher than average IQ, lower body temperature, higher blood pressure, red hair, an extra vertebrae or rib, sensitive vision and particular sensitivity to heat and sunlight, with elevated intuition. They usually have green, blue or hazel eyes. Could there be any validity behind this, or is it an elitist idea that there might be a small percent of the population that has advanced, extraterrestrial genetics? Some have pointed to instances of red-haired rulers in ancient civilizations throughout the world as potentially having some connection. In South America, some of the bizarrely shaped, oblong Paracas skulls were found to have red hair in an area where that hair color isn't native. The gene for red hair originates in the Middle East and Europe. Breakaway archaeologists have connected these red-haired skulls to the Nephilim. Could the Rh-negative blood type be another connecting factor? Basques were found to have the highest incidence of Rh-negative blood of any people in the world, significantly higher than the rest of Europe, even significantly higher than neighboring regions of France and Spain. Rh-negative blood in a pregnant woman can fatally poison a fetus that is positive blood. In other words, the body will attack and kill the fetus without medical intervention. Most have heard of Rh-negative blood, but there is an even rarer blood known as the golden blood. In 1961, scientists stumbled upon a new blood type they thought impossible, one called Rh-NULL, meaning it's lacking all 61 antigens in the Rh system. Rh-NULL blood can be accepted by anyone with a rare blood type in the Rh system, making it the golden blood. Scientists have discovered that some DNA is not human and contains alien genes not passed on from our ancestors. Humans that are Rh-negative do not have the monkey gene. So the big question is, why do 15% of humans not have the monkey gene that we are said to have evolved from? Therefore, if man and ape had evolved from a common ancestor, their blood would have evolved the same way. All other primates have the Rh factor. We will go into Rh-NULL blood in more detail in part 2. Only about 43 people on the entire planet had been identified to have Rh-NULL blood, making this a lot rarer than Rh-negative blood, giving it the name golden blood. Do you have Rh-negative blood? If so, please comment below and let us know if you have any of the characteristics that Rh-negative blood carriers are said to have. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe.